In this video, we are going to discuss the importance of playing your position in soccer. At the end of this video, you should be able to describe where the strikers, midfielders, and defenders play on the field, and you should be able to describe what each player should do in his position. Let's start by discussing the basic positions on the soccer field. Here we have a standard soccer field, and we have the basic 9 positions used for YMCA youth soccer ages 10 and 11. In the front, we have the strikers. These are our offensive players. They will be predominantly responsible for receiving passes and scoring goals, and they will play mostly on your opponent's side of the field. In the middle of the field, we have the midfielders. They will be responsible for both offensive play and defensive play, so they need to score goals, and they need to stop the opponent when the opponent tries to bring the ball onto their side of the field. In the back of the field, we have the defenders. The defenders are predominantly responsible for stopping the ball whenever it comes onto their side of the field. They are protectors of the goalie, and they are to clear the ball out of their side of the field whenever possible. In the back is the goalie. He's the defender of the net. He is the one responsible for stopping the goal and the last line of defense. At the start of the game, your team may be kicking off, or the other team may be kicking off. If the other team is kicking off, you will position the strikers along the circle ready to defend against the kickoff. The center midfielder will also be placed along the circle ready to defend. Your right and left midfielders will be out wide ready to guard against passes from the kickoff. If it is your team that will be doing the kickoff, your strikers or your midfielder will be at the center of the field. They will make a small pass and then try to clear the ball up the field to the other midfielders or strikers. After the game is started, players will move forward, ready to assume their positions for the rest of the game. The first position we are going to discuss are the strikers. The strikers are our offensive players and are predominantly responsible for scoring goals. We have a right and left striker. The right striker should play predominantly on the opponent's side of the field, on the right side. They can sometimes drift back over midline and can sometimes cross into the left side of the field if necessary, but they should predominantly stay on the right side of the field, on the opponent's side of the field. The same thing applies for the left. There may be some overlap between the left and right zones, and the left player may sometimes fall back behind midline or cross over into the right side of the field, but they predominantly want to play on the left side of the opponent's side of the field. The strikers need to be ready to receive the ball, run down the field to space and get open, and be ready to score. The first thing to remember as a striker is play within your zone. The next thing to remember is be ready to receive the pass. Oftentimes, the midfielders or the defenders will be passing the ball forward, preferably down the line, and you should move to receive their pass. Once you have received the pass, you should have your head up and be ready to pass the ball to your teammates or cross the ball into a good scoring position. If you are the person getting into scoring position, you should receive the ball and score a goal. Now we will discuss the midfielders. The first people we will talk about are the right and left midfielders. Your zones are the largest of any player on the team besides the center midfielder. You will play on both the opponent's side of the field and your side of the field. You play defense and you score goals, meaning you could be the hero by either scoring a goal or by making a critical stop that prevents the other team from scoring a goal. You are responsible for receiving the balls and then passing or distributing the ball up to the forwards to help your team score. As a midfielder, you have a large number of roles, but one of the most important roles you have is getting the ball from the other team. If you see a ball that's loose or the other team has the ball, move to the ball within your zone, get that ball, pass it down the line to your striker. When your striker crosses it, be ready at the goal box to follow up any missed shots and have your chance to score a goal. Let's talk a little bit about the center midfielder. Center midfield is an important position. You go just about everywhere on the field, but your most important role is to control the center. Any ball in the center of the field should be yours. The center midfielder has a lot of roles, but the most important role is controlling the center of the field. If the other team brings the ball into the center of the field, into your zone, you stop the ball. If the ball is loose in the center of the field, you run to get the ball. Once you have gotten the ball, get your head up, look for an open teammate, and pass the ball down the field. Once your teammate has the ball down the field, if they take a shot, be ready to follow that shot up for your chance to score a goal. Now let's discuss the defenders. The defenders play a key role in the game, and people say that defense is what wins championships. Your zone as a defender overlaps with the midfielders and extends all the way up just past the middle of the field. The right and left defenders can have some crossover or overlap in their space, but you should try to make sure that your zone is always protected. As a defender, you have a critical role for winning the game. Remember first what your zone is and protect that zone at all costs. If the other team brings the ball into your zone or a loose ball is kicked into your zone, move to that ball. If you can, quickly pass the ball down the line. If you're unable to pass the ball down the line or clear the ball down the line, kick the ball out of bounds to stop play and allow your teammates to get back on defense and prepare to defend your side of the field. The goalie. The last line of defense. The man who takes all the blame or all the glory. Your zone is the goalie box. You must use your hands in the goalie box and let no ball escape your grip, and let no one get that ball past you into the goal. When you see a ball come into the goalie box, or your opponent brings the ball into the goalie box, or a shot is made, you stop that ball, grab it with your hands, then run to the corner of the box. Once you're in the corner of the box, throw or punt the ball down the line, preferably to a teammate, who can then proceed to move the ball onto the opponent's side of the field. In summary, strikers, be open, get ready to receive the pass, cross the ball to your teammates, score goals, and always follow your shot. Midfield, stop the ball when it gets into the midfield. Do not let the other team take the ball onto your side. Pass the ball to strikers down the lines, follow the striker's shots, and score goals. Center midfield, you're responsible for controlling the center. You play offense and defense. Stop the other team or stop loose balls, pass the balls up to strikers or out to your left and right midfielders, follow up any shots, and have your chance to score a goal. Defenders, you are critical. You must stop the ball at any cost. Pass it down the line to your teammates to get it out of your zone, or kick it out of bounds if you can't pass it down the line to a teammate. Goalie, you're the last line of defense. Block those shots, grab the ball with your hands, run it all the way out to the corner of the goalie box, and throw or punt it down the line.